from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Giants taking on San Diego.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Taken down and sacked.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
First down and 10.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And touchdown! A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
12.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yep.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game? He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out. They're at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard.
Now a handoff looking right. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
A toss play.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Second and 9.
Second and 9 now. They'll roll him out right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Giants 17.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, but pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
2nd and 7 at the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Giants 17.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Whoosh! Sheds off the tackle. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a handoff looking right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
1st down and 10. At the 38-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Lorenzo Carter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Well, the D blocked the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A spin. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And this one through the uprights and good. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
His kick is...
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there.
And a loose football. And who's got it? The Giants.
A fumble on the play.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
17 yards and a Giant first down. They'll set up to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The kick.
And his kick is right through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pick up there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking them.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
The tackle by.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Tackle by O'Shane Zimenez. A gain of 3.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
1st down.
He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
7-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Finds his tight end Ingram. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Good. Makes the score Black Knights 35. Giants 34.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 30-15, they double them up for the final score. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
A gain of 7.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll bite, and it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Tate. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Out of the the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25.
The pass.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. On the move to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Barkley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
1st down and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception into red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And it's back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
The pass.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Matt Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. O'Shane Zimenez. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 22 yards there, a first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
The pass.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
12 yards there and a first down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 27. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
89.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Sack.
And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
3rd down and 17.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
It's 4th.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That's the end.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. He's going to fire one deep over them. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to take the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Quarterback taken down. And
well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And they give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's up and good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be second down. Throw left side complete. That's Blake. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nifty footwork at the 45. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
First down and 10 at their own.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now out come the Giants. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. The throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Line number 10 brings up 3rd down.
And Ingram holds it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 at the 42-yard line.
it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And Tate's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To number 89.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fields. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
18-yard line.
On the run, it's Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
Quarterback is sacked.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Now they try the right side here. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 20. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Giants now down on the scoreboard. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
To throw now in his own end zone. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down.